I mean, honestly, you can feel that thing rocking. And I Roscoe the Donk.
You jackass!
Alright, cryptids, what is going on? It is me, Mississippi Gonzo Grunge, aka Rip Breadcorn. Today we're going to be looking at the Willard Faction Custom Donk. Now, yeah, we all know it's a Grand National sitting on chopping blades, but, you know, still. It's really just more of a big tire, because a Donk is a 71 to a 76 Caprice Impala models. We all know what that is. But if you didn't know, well, congratulations, now you know. Now, I will say this, if you do put off-road tires on these, they're actually really good off-roaders. But however, I chose to leave the chopping blades on it because why not? Them white wall chopping blades. You know, plus that, you really don't have to worry about, I would say worry about deep water, but not to the extent that you're thinking. Oh, plus that, can't get up something like this? Airbags. Or in this case, some type of hydraulic setup. But you see, that's how it works out. Okay then, never mind. Now here's something else I will say. Yeah, this is actually a vehicle that I did have back on the PS4. So if any of y'all remember that, hey, congratulations. I know Slade remembers it. But in fact, since I know Slade's watching, he's having flashbacks after hearing that horn. That's what he's doing. He's having flashbacks after hearing the horn. But I'm going to go ahead and try to make it up this part. Now, like I said, you know, now, does this car have decent traction? To an extent. I think I got it stuck. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I got it. I might have gotten it stuck. Alright, finally, I got it unstuck. It took a while, but I got it unstuck. But, yeah, such as it is. I wasn't going to bore y'all with the facts. It was stuck up there pretty good. But yes, it can actually climb up stuff fairly decent. But yeah, Slade did have one that was orange. And he had off-road tires on his. And plus that, there is an old video on one of his old channels, you know, that he doesn't have access to anymore, where we did take one of these off-roading. And that was without the off-road tires on it. In fact, it was this one. The Spronk Donk. A.K.A. the Seizure Mobile. Which is what we called it. But yeah, that's the other thing too. When you fully extend that suspension out, you're going to get across some deep water. But that's beside the point. Oh, there was something silly that me and Diesel did do, where I was chasing him around the map, but instead of it having the car sitting normal, I did this. I squatted it in the back. Because I think at the time we were making fun of squat vehicles. So there was that. Which, funny enough, if I was to do a horror film centered around this car, which I plan on doing, oh yeah, you best believe it's going to be hilarious. But I will say this, since GTA 6 is coming out, we are going to be seeing more donks. Or big tires in this case. It's like, hey, release some of those in GTA 5. Especially that Malibu one. You know, the Tulip, what is it? The M100? Tulip M100. It's like, hey, release that. Alright, we need another donk. Or better yet, give the donk wheels to the, what is it? The Fleetwood, the, Albany Emperor, that's what it is. Which I could say that car could easily be a lowrider and a donk. Because, I mean, they did it for the faction. So it would make sense that they do it for this one. But yeah, it's like, why are you reviewing this one? Because I wanted to. I mean, I already have a review collection with this in it. So I figured, hey, why not come back and try again? But yeah, you get to see me send like a car like this over into, you know, God only knows where. I'm still recording some other PS2 stuff just so that way I can have more diverse content. So there is that. That was me going way too high. But you know, like all loop horns, when you go faster. Up, I went way too uppity, uppity, up. Do not Roscoe that. You know, that was actually cool seeing that under. That is one cool undercarriage. Hold on, let me lift that up right quick. Oh yeah, this thing's definitely got. This has got one hellacious undercarriage to it. But then again, I remember. But then again, I grew up during that era where they were all painting their cars up like this. There was a guy where I lived at. He had his bubble painted up with the Reese's Pieces on it. And funny enough, he received free Reese's Pieces. But other than that, in the speed department, this will not win you any races. But it is a cool piece to have. Oh, there's the Albany Emperor. See, imagine getting that car off the street, rather if it's the clean variant or the rusty variant. And just absolutely, you know, giving it the Donk treatment or the lowrider treatment. You know, I think that'd be cool. Okay, the wheels went right through the roof. Rockstar, crackheads. But yeah, we all know what this is. This is an old GNX, a Grand National, a T-Type, whatever type of Regal they decided to use. I say Grand National. But then again, I have seen people put 24s on Grand Nationals. Somebody having a heart attack. They put 24. They put them big ridiculous rims on them cars. I'm like, hey, put more rims on them. I got rims for my bike Chevy. Fuck you mean? I really do. You know, this is the other thing too. This car is absolutely fun, but you know, you just get this for the novelty purposes. Will it climb up stuff? Yes. And, you know, I will say this. You know, even though I am using, you know, the Benny's custom tires, if you put off-road tires on this, it does become rather a monster. And it got a little hop jump right through there. And I know it could climb. I think it, well, it would have climbed it. Oh, well, there's always other ways to climb up. See? There it is. So yeah, it does have the gear to get up there, but it's severely underpowered. I mean, it can climb, but to me, it's just lacking the power. But then again, do these cars really have power to begin with, unless you're like Donk Master? Which, I have met Donk Master, cool guy. Hey, how you doing? Don't do that. You know, I actually want to build a Donk and actually go race Donk Master. It's like, what would you build? A 4-door. Why? Because why not? It's like, what are you looking for racing Donk Master? Nothing. Just because I want to. It's like every time people complain about something like that, it's like, oh, you're just doing it for clout. No, actually, I just legitimately want to race the guy because I think he's cool. It has nothing to do with me trying to dethrone him. I just think he's a cool guy. I met the man. He's cool enough. So, I mean, what's the point? But then again, there is this one game on Steam I've been looking at called, you know, Bounty Drag Racing, which, you know, given enough time, they'll put donks in that too, or big tires. But, you know, that's beside the point. But yes, here we go. I almost hit a deer. That's beside the point. But yeah, I mean, speed-wise, forget it. Oh, yeah, by the way, here's the inside. Rather gaudy, ain't it? I mean, you can see why Slade called this the Seizure Mobile. Man, you can feel the thing's about to tip over at any moment. I mean, honestly, you can feel that thing rocking. And I Roscoe to Donk. Yeah, I Roscoe'd it. I Roscoe'd it big time. I don't remember what type of crap I put in the trunk. I don't think there's anything back there. But yeah. You know, it's absolutely a blast car to have. I mean, even if you put the off-road tires on it, it becomes way better. You know, think about this. If you're off-roading, you got this for a setup. But, you know, it just doesn't have power. That's the only downside about it. It's just that it just lacks the power. Unless you get a run up at it. That's the only real downside about it, is that you got to get a run at it. Because, I mean, this thing just lacks the power that you know, it feels like it could have. I mean, that's just really the only complaint I have against it. It's just, you know, it just doesn't have the power to get up stuff. Now, that was just more of an easy one because I was already going downhill. But, yes. But like I said, speed-wise, it's not that fast. But then again, this is more of a car you take to the car shows, or, you know, you just have it because, you know, you grew up in that era where you saw this type of stuff, you know. I remember that era of hip-hop. I was 100% guilty. I wanted the bike Chevy with the big 24s on it because some of my idols had it. Well, some of my favorite rappers did. I shouldn't say idols. I say more like favorite rappers. But, you know, that's beside the point. You know, I don't listen to much rap music this day and age, but that's beside the point. I'm going to stop it right here before I really mess myself up. So then, y'all shoot the like button with a grip scale if you enjoyed it. Please do comment down below. You know, what would be the car you would want to put big tires like this on? You know, I mean, we had that option back in, you know, Midnight Club. Well, I should say more like Midnight Club 3. I think they should bring that series back, but give us a whole lot of cars from Hellcats, Bike Chevys, Bubble Chevys, Mustangs, and all that jazz. And motorcycles, too. That should definitely be a comeback if they ever brought back, you know, Midnight Club. But, you know, it's like, could you put it in Atlanta? No, put it in New Orleans. I figured, why not? But other than that, do smash the subscribe button today and click the notification bell icon. I do live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And as always, y'all have a great day and a ballin' weekend. And remember, don't do anything stupid. That even includes, you know, driving one of these like a dipstick. So other than that, y'all take care.